Because last time you were here, we discussed your unhappiness about Scottish Government in terms of how it was communicating to international governments. And you gave us a list of what you assumed and said were transgressions. And of course, we're all very much aware of the letter that was seen from the Foreign Secretary issued to the Scottish Government today, which actually...
Yesterday morning.
Yesterday morning it was, you're absolutely right, where there is now an added threat that what he's seeking to do is to entirely block the Scottish Government from having these type of meetings and arrangement, and has even said that he's of a view to turf the Scottish Government out of UK Embassy and High Commission's building. And this is even when the Scottish Government have said they'd be more than happy for a UK official to attend these meetings. Are you seriously going to follow through on this threat?
So, to be very the Foreign Secretary's letter, which I was cited on and fed into, I support it 100%. I think there's a very simple principle here. All ministers in the United Kingdom, irrespective of their ministers in a devolved administration or the UK government, when they're overseas, when they meet ministers from foreign countries, they must have, and this is the protocol for all of us, they must have an official, a civil servant from the Foreign Office present to take notes. So there could be no confusions. Well, the Scottish Government don't accept that because the reason the 16th of October letter was sent by James Cleverly, which may not have come into the public domain, made it very clear that they resisted that on the first minister's meeting with the Icelandic Prime Minister. And that's why the first letter went on the 16th of October. This follow-up letter is because the First Minister in COP, in his agenda, chose to meet someone who the UK government didn't believe should be met, which was the President of Turkey, Erdogan. You know the story. You know there. The warning to the Foreign Office was given very last minute. There wasn't time for the Foreign Office official to get there, but there was time for the First Minister to get there. So they must have known about the meeting a little bit more in advance. But it wasn't the only offence. No. I must make this point because you're making out it was a one-off. There was without Foreign Office officials present, there was a meeting with Ursula von der Leyen, Charles Michel, the Prime Minister of Lebanon, and the acting Prime Minister of Pakistan. So there were 5 different occasions where meetings happened. Meetings happened with foreign ministers without an official from, and it's not complicated. If there aren't to be any sanctions, all the Scottish Government have to do is take Foreign Office officials to their meetings. That's all we're asking, which is incumbent on me and every other minister in the United Kingdom, and everyone else seems to be able to do it.
Like what the First Minister says, the meeting with Erdogan, which you reference, I don't think the other meetings which you mentioned are...
Well, another 4, yeah.
Well, not in the Lord Cameron's letter.
No, but that's because I kept them up my sleeve for you today, Mr. Chairman.
In relation to the pertinent meeting, what is said is, the First Minister said it was rearranged at short notice by the President's team. The FCDO office chose not to stay with the Scottish delegation the whole day.
I heard that.
And because of that, they ended up missing the meeting. Do you
accept that? I heard that. And
you don't accept it?
Well, as Her Majesty once said, recollections may vary. What I would say is this. I've heard directly from the Foreign Office what they feel happened. And I've also added another 4, which I kept fresh for you today.
Will you give details of this to the committee?
Well, you don't need details for the committee. All you need to do is go to the First Minister's X or Twitter, or whatever they call it these days, account, and they're all there, photographic evidence. Enjoy it at your leisure.
Surely it's the nature of these international meetings.
No, that's not how the rules work. There is a protocol
that the Scottish Government rearranged these meetings with these people that you say are now going to be included in further correspondence.
No, there will be no further correspondence. There will be no. You're putting words into my mouth. There will be no further correspondence. The correspondence is there. It's very clear. The Scottish Government, if they want to have facilitation and logistical support and everything else overseas, then they must have an official from the Foreign Office present at those meetings. That is incumbent, and that is incumbent upon all ministers from the United Kingdom, irrespective of they're a minister in a devolved administration or they're a minister for the United Kingdom government. Those are the rules. And all we're asking is that they stick to the rules that everyone else sticks to. It's not complicated, and it shouldn't be that difficult.
And just lastly, so you are serious about this threat to withdraw Scottish Government officials from UK embassies and High Commissions? That's a serious and live threat that you've put forward, yeah?
Well, it's very clear in the letter.
That's fine. Now, what we've done with this